us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Badgers offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fakes to grab. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets...
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Northwestern's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the Badgers want to move quickly.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Knowles. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna run it. It's Reader. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the...
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Finds a tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Witherspoon.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for room. It's Reeder. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Knowles. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw. And to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has it set up. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Steps away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Reeder. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Finding open areas. Shoots his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You've got a third and manageable backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Okada. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Dragged down, but and they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGee. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Knowles. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it on the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's got it on the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Okada. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Reeder. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Knowles. Got it in the middle, it's McGee.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. They'll try the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Quickly out to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well.
They will score! Touchdown, Northwestern! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Using his legs, it's Reeder. And the defense knew exactly where that first